Hey, it's Kennedy, the Gulf Coast Ball of the Panhandle Pro from Pensacola, Florida, and we are back. Smoke screen in full effect, like we do every Friday. Same smoke screen time, same smoke screen channel. Next to me is Tip the bartender. Next to her is Rose. Under me is B. Next to her is Cara. How we doing?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it.
Go ahead.
Now.
There it is, man. As I was rolling, what was we rolling up today?
We
Oh,
got a little bit of jawbreaker today.
It's always candy.
Listen,
It be
this
good.
jawbreaker, man, that's some good stuff.
It is.
I really like this.
I'm sad they
The
ain't had
last
it in a
time I
while. I
got
ain't been able to
these,
get none.
I bought four the last time
You
because
did the right
I
thing.
really like them.
Look like it
You did
really
the
tickled your
rightest thing.
fancy.
Oh yeah. It just smoke good, and you don't
hmm
be down, but you don't be like too high, but you'll be spacey.
Yeah, you
You'll
gonna
be
be
spacey.
spaced. And it don't make
So
you cough. It's a smooth smoke too.
no, it don't make you cough. Don't make you cough. It's good shit. Jawbreaker.
Well, what's at the bar? What we got at the bar?
I have something real good. It's a throwback. I used to drink these all the time. But this old apple martini.
Mm-hmm.
Is apple
Mm-hmm.
vodka. I have apple pucker. I put a little lemon lime because I wanted a little bit more
Mm.
tartness back into my drink. So, but this
Mm-hmm.
good. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because the apple a day keep the doctor away.
Yes,
Indeed.
Hell
Indeed.
yeah.
that's what they say now.
Hell
hmm
yeah.
They do
Not them
sometimes.
appeals though. Don't get them. That's
No.
GMO.
All right, all right. We got one. We got the talk of the town today. We got the talk of the town.
Color
The
purple.
Yeah,
color purple. A
yeah.
bold new take on the beloved classic. You see
Mm.
Danielle Brooks, you see Fantasia Barrino, and Taraji P. Henson amongst everybody else in this movie. Whose pick was this?
So it is very much a beloved classic for me. The Color Purple is 1000% my most favorite movie ever in life. My
Really?
child's name is Olivia because when I saw this movie when I was younger and I heard the name Olivia, I decided that was going to be my daughter's name if I ever had one. And I had
Oh
one. So
wow.
she is Olivia. This is my favorite movie. And I'm
Hmm.
glad that this wasn't a remake of the actual movie because me personally, I don't think that's possible. I just don't think it's possible to remake that movie. But
Mhm.
the Broadway show I had never seen before. So I was happy that they made a movie with the Broadway show so I could see it. And it was good to me. I truly enjoyed it. But yeah, this was my pick.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's do it. What did we like about the color purple? The new one.
It was definitely a different take on it. I was one of the millions who thought it was a remake of the real movie. Um, so it was. I was taken aback. I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, What's happening? What they doing? What this ain't what I was expecting." But it was a good movie. Um, it wasn't my cup of tea. I'm gonna give my truth. But it was a decent movie for what it was.
Um, Surprisingly, I like this movie. I don't like musicals. I'm gonna just go ahead and say that. And it's rare that I like musicals. I can name on one hand musicals that I actually like. This isn't one of them, but I like the movie. I appreciated that it was not based off of the first one. It was not a rendition of the first one. I appreciated that. I didn't need all of the songs. I would have preferred that they did the original songs from the original movie.
Mm-hmm.
At least the just the favorites. Like I just keep those songs and add them to this movie. Maybe I don't know, but I
Yeah.
would have appreciated the original songs from the first movie. I would have appreciated that. But yeah, I it was what
Mm,
it's color purple, so it is
yeah.
what it was.
So I too was surprised that I actually liked it as much as I did because I am very biased. Like I said, I've seen this movie 100 times. I probably see it 100 times. Sometime in my life, I can say it word for word. Like I'm in it. So I wasn't expecting a whole lot, and I actually waited to watch the movie, and it had been out several weeks, and I had heard the feedback. I had seen the feedback online, and a lot of people were upset. So I was like, okay, let me just let me just look at it. And I have to admit, I really enjoyed it for what it was. And I am one who I like musicals. So this.
Um, I didn't know what to expect. I knew it said no, I didn't even realize it said that it was a musical. I ended up seeing that online before I went. So then I was a little more, aware of
Prepared.
what I was getting myself into. But I enjoyed it. I liked it. I liked the songs. They went along. They weren't too long, you know what I mean? Like some songs go on and on. Like they were quick for
Mhm.
the little scene, you know. I
Mm-hmm.
like the musical aspect of this. And once I
Mm-hmm.
knew what it was like and I thought about it, some of the scenes that were missing, um, or that were kind of shortened, I appreciated that. It allowed me to kind of watch it all the way through without having to kind of close my eyes or you know what I mean. Like some things I just can't watch. I watched The Color Purple later in life, and I didn't. It's not something I would watch again. I didn't know. I knew that was your favorite movie, but I didn't know Olivia. Olivia was named after Olivia in the movie, so
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic. I think that's really sweet. Um, but yeah, I thought this was a good movie, though. I enjoyed it.
Mhm.
All right. Well, it's gonna be interesting. What didn't we like about this?
Um, let me start by saying that I thought that Fantasia did a good job, but I hate how
Mhm.
her face was a lot of the times in the movie. The way her face was hanging, I was like, why is she doing that with
Yeah,
her mouth?
yeah.
Um, it really just made me angry. I ain't even gonna lie. Um, it was
I
just
felt
it was
like
just different. It was a different take on it. Not necessarily my personal taste of the take, but
I felt
that's all
like
I
she was trying to make herself less attractive because I think Fantasia is
beautiful.
gorgeous.
She's
And
gorgeous.
I think Whoopi Goldberg is gorgeous.
Mhm.
Yes.
So I think that was in an effort to downplay how pretty she was because Celia ain't supposed to be pretty. That
Right.
wasn't what she was in the books. And that hasn't been what she has been portrayed as. So she was trying to not be pretty Fantasia, which is
I
kind of
guess.
hard because she's gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
um. Okay. So
Poor thing.
for me, okay, so I've seen the original movie. I don't want to keep talking about the original movie because we're supposed to be talking about this movie, but I've seen the original only twice. Once as a child, once as an adult, because I needed to see if what I was thinking as a child was what I was
Change,
thinking,
isn't it?
and it was way worse. Like I probably would not have watched this movie if it had not been on this list. Um, because when I watched it that second time, I told myself I don't ever need to see this movie again. And when it became a play, I did not think I felt like I never needed to see the play. This movie is the story. I won't say this movie. The story is very triggering.
Mm.
Mhm.
And it was a lot going on with
Yeah.
the dynamic between Celie and her father, Celie and her husband. It was just a
Mhm.
lot with Celie. And then, you have these strong, powerful, women like Sophia and oh my
Suge
God,
Avery.
Suge.
Mm.
And it's like, they still do things to try to bring them down. And it's like, it's such a powerful movie, but
Yes.
it's such a hurtful movie as
Yeah.
well.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so it's I won't ever say don't watch The Color Purple. I will say just be ready when you
Right.
watch The
Let-
Color Purple.
One more thing. One more
Yes.
thing. When I went to go see The Color Purple, I went on Christmas Day with my entire family, including my daughter. She's never seen the original. That never was on her radar, right? So
Hmm.
she sat right next to me, and the whole movie she would look over to me, and she was like, "They want to watch this on Christmas? They
Right.
really want to watch this?
Right. Right.
They want to watch this
Yeah.
black trauma movie on Christmas?"
Yeah.
Yes.
So yes, I
Yeah.
can definitely understand where you're coming from on that, Rose.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's definitely a heavy movie for
It
sure.
is. It
And
is.
even though I've seen it several times, I know how the story is, and I still shed tears just about every single time. For me,
For sure.
it's definitely the story because I also read the book. I'm an Alice Walker fan as well. So,
Yeah.
but the one thing that I didn't like in the musical was the fact that they did not fully give me God is trying to tell you something. That is my absolute favorite
Oh,
song in the
that's like one
whole
of the favorite.
movie. That whole scene, that's what I'm finna break down, baby. That
Yes.
and they gave us a little bit, but it wasn't
But
nearly enough for
not.
my liking.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
There were a few things in the movie like that. I feel like the scene with Sophia and the police with the white lady at the
Yeah,
gas
Yeah.
station. That
Mm-hmm.
scene cut all that out.
Yeah,
yeah,
They just had a
nope.
small scene with her
They
going,
shortened it.
but
yeah,
that other part,
Mhm.
they shortened. So um,
Mhm.
some of those things, like I said, I could appreciate. It made me um, made it an easier
watch
kind
in
of
that
easier
room.
watch for me. It
Yeah.
Yeah,
wasn't. It
I
was
feel
heavy,
like
but it wasn't as heavy.
there was parts of the movie. Once again, I gotta compare it to the movie because that's my reference. There was parts of the movie that were cut short, and then there were parts of the movie that were extended out.
Stretched
And
out.
in this movie, the newest one, those
Yeah.
scenes that were short, they extended them, and the parts that we essentially were
Hmm.
the classics of the movie, they shortened. So I don't
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
if they were just trying to give different viewpoints of different storylines that we just only had bits and pieces of. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think you just got to think that this is a play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Mhm.
watching it as a play. So think about what they can do on stage or what they're
Right.
willing to do on stage.
True.
And
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
exactly what we're seeing, but in a movie.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what made it, that's what for me, that's why I think they make it seems more palatable because you're sitting in a theater. Some things you just not gonna see,
Yeah.
Right.
So they
True.
had to kind of cut the story a different way.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't think people were expecting that.
No.
Yeah. That's what it is, I think.
Definitely a star-studded cast.
Hmm.
Everybody showed up to work on this.
Yep. And
Oh
even
man.
Whoopi had a cameo. I was
I
delighted
was
to
just
see
Yeah.
that.
thinking, I forgot to
Who?
bring that.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, 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 yeah.
and
Mhm.
CC,
Mm-hmm.
what's her name?
Sierra.
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 Yep.
Sierra.
Yes.
Louis Gossett Jr. was in here. I
David
loved
Allen
him.
Grill.
Yeah. Yeah.
David
Yes.
Greer, yes. They
One
had a
time.
they had a bunch of good
It is
cameos.
a great cast.
Well, The Color Purple. What are we gonna give Color Purple? The musical, not the
The
one from
music.
the '80s, the one from the day. What we doing with The Color Purple?
Um, for me, I'm gonna give it a 2.5. That's it.
Oh. Okay. So okay, for me, This movie is a 3. Um, I didn't have high expectations for this movie. I'm gonna just be honest. So when I didn't come out of it disliking it, I guess that was a plus. But also I appreciated the fact that it I don't want to say gave a lighter um adaptation to the original movie, but it kind of it made the ride easier. Like
A little
the
bit more
original,
modern.
yeah, it made the ride
Modern
a little
take on
more
it.
easier. It's still a bumpy ass ride. Just know that part.
They gave you a seatbelt.
Yeah.
Yeah, get your
Mhm.
seatbelt on. Just be ready. But if I had to choose, I would say if I had to watch it again, I would watch this one as opposed to the first one. So I gave it a 3.
So I'm absolutely biased, as I said. Um, I love the story. The original is a 5 to me. This, it was missing some things. It was slightly different. I did love the movie. I loved Danielle Brooks as Sophia. I felt like
Yes.
she really embodied some
She did a
Sophia in
really
this
good job.
Yes, yes.
movie. I enjoyed this, and I gave it a 4.5 actually.
Oh,
Wow. I enjoyed this movie as well. I gave it a 3. Um, like I said, it was a lighter watch. It was still heavy. It
Mhm.
was just not as heavy,
Right.
And that allowed me to watch it. I watched it with my folks wanted to see it on Christmas as well, and I was like, really? um, so, but we went and saw it, but the next day, I think. But either way, I took my mom and my grandma and my I took my grandbaby too, and he's 3. He watched a little bit. He went to sleep. It came to a part. Somebody kissed uh Harpo. Harpo
Mm.
kissed
Sophia.
Sophia,
Sophia.
and he
mhm.
said, "Oh, they kissed." And then the next thing I know, he was asleep. He got knocked out. So anyway, yeah, I gave it a 3. I enjoyed the movie. I hate that the controversy happened. Doggone it. Um, but it needed to be said. I feel like, but anyway, I pray that the movie do whatever it's supposed to do. I feel like it was still not going to be make as much as they thought because people didn't expect it, but also
Mm.
she didn't help it
Yeah.
regarding the movie. She might have needed to say it, but didn't help her sales at all.
No.
So yeah, a 3.
There it is. The color purple comes away with a solid 3 blunts from the smoke screen, 1 blunt for every person you see right there. They can light it up and pass it around. Y'all go check out the color purple. Support everybody that's in this movie. Whole bunch of melanin in it.
Yes,
Yes.
If you
love your
haven't seen
melanin.
it, y'all go check it out. And that'll do it for this episode of the Smoke Screen.
Yes.
Meet us here next Friday.
That's
Thank you.
it.